Hey everybody, and welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. I hope you're doing well and trying to keep out of mischief. This is a predictions reading, concerning the post office inquiry and the victims of that, all that kind of hideous rubbish that's going on. Because I think, well, first off, it's almost November. And we all saw the ITV kind of thing in January, and they've been doing this. This has been going on for at least a decade, and still nothing, you know. And the victims in this, the submasters and all that kind of stuff, formal people working for the post office and all that crap, still haven't got anything from it, you know. And apart from their name back, as it were, and it's just like what is actually going on. So I've been inspired. I know I'm jumping the queue a bit, especially with the glorified Excel spreadsheet. We're full of amazing suggestions and stuff, and I will get to them. But I was called today to kind of go and do this because it just needs to be talked about and it needs to be said, and quite frankly, it's outrageous. And what personally, just to set out the table a little bit, personally, all I get from this, or like in my mind, is if this has happened behind closed doors, what else are they covering up? Do you know what I mean? It's like, if this has happened in the post office, what's happening in the NHS? Are other things happening in the post office that they're trying to keep a lid on? Do you see what I'm saying? This kind of... And it's difficult because it's like you don't want to go around with this constant mistrust of every institution and all that kind of stuff. But similarly, it's like time and time again, like if it's the BBC, NHS, the post office, it's just like, what are you doing, lads and ladies? Do you know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing? Because if we, you and me, Muggins here, scum class, as I like to call it, if we try to get away with stuff like that, bloody hell, there'll be all hell to pay. But it's just, they just live in a different world. They just do it's a different game entirely. It's just, it's evil, to be honest here, with the amount of victims involved with the post office, and there's obviously the blood, transfusion people, it's just like, come on, just sort it out. It's, why do you have to keep delay? Anyway, let's find out, because that's the reason why we're doing it here. So if you're new here, this is one of 4 types of reading we do on this channel. We do current events readings so that we can look at what's going on in the world, different people, different institutions, stuff like that. That's in the newspapers. And so that we can be unburdened by it. We don't get dragged down by it. We don't kind of get pushed aside by it, which is its intent in some respects. It's kind of to weigh us down, to keep us sheeple and that kind of stuff. It's just to distract us, kind of thing. We also do timeless collective readings so that we can then focus on our personal growth, personal development. When you see them pop up in your recommended, that's when they are meant to be for you. There's a message in there for you. That's the concept of them. Prediction readings is what we're doing right now, and general vibe readings are they're really cool. I quite like them. There's a freebie, a free to all, as we like to call it here, version of it between Trumpy Trump and Harris, Cackling Harris. And you can find that on the channel, just as an example of what the Village Elites get with their exclusive there. The Village Elites, which is the membership side here, also get extra prediction readings and extra current event readings as well. So, and the Village, because people complain that, oh, I bet these expensive graphics, you can't turn them all on. Yes, I can, thank you very much. The Village goes across multiple platforms, and I'll talk about that at the end. Look, I'll even turn on the website as well. Look at that. See, I can turn them all on. I can turn them all off as well. So I may have a new toy. Anyway, so what is the background? What is going on here with the post office inquiry for the greatest good for all concerned? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always be appreciative. Yes. So, come on, we need to keep pressure on this. Shadow ruler, playing their cards behind closed doors, kind of kicking it down the track. It's just like it's by design. It's this explosive situation, most definitely. I don't think we know all the facts here, even though we've got the post office inquiry and the Fujitsu and all that jazz. Yeah, it's a. I feel like it's a. There's going to be they're going to kind of try and attack, push back, but there's something here there's something else that I almost had it then. It was something to do with, it's almost as if there's something else that hasn't come out still, that everyone's holding back, that everyone's been distracted by, obviously, the postmasters, quite rightly, and they're being victims of this whole shenanigans and all that kind of stuff. But it's almost like this feels like a surprise attack between each other, or attacking back, or pushing back, or kind of government politicians involved, aren't they always? Because obviously the government's the main shareholder at the time. And so, it all goes back to, and I'll say this before some people in the chat and the comments and stuff say this, because it's true, and it keeps coming up, and I'll probably get told off for this, but it's fair. It's amazing how we can find the money for Ukraine. It's amazing how us giving that money, that you and I and all British people are, it's in our name, that loans and stuff like that. I don't know if we'll ever get that money back, but it's like, why can't we just give them, if you can find 3 billion or something, you can find a couple of 100 million for these lovely people that got caught out in this and this horrific situation entirely. You can find the money for all this shenanigans, but you can't find the money for the blood transfer people, which is going like decades now, isn't it? That one. It's just ridiculous. But there is something here. There's a plot planning kind of thing. Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll new rules. Innocent truth. Yeah. Straight in the slap bang in the middle of this. Okay. That's the victims there, but they're plotting strategy. There's something here to kick it down the track again, and it's disgusting. Ugh. It feels like they're going to move the goalposts. There's something here with the rules here that they're moving it. It feels as if one of there's something about all the people involved. It's been so long now that the individuals are no longer on the hook legally. What's it called? Which was purposeful. So they personally can't be taken to court. So it's now down to the organisation and the submasters and stuff like that. Business tycoon. Battleship, once again. So we've got military plane up here. We've got warship, battleship down here. It feels as if between these two that they're going to start trying to fight back somehow. Which is like, but it was your IT system. You commissioned it under Blair and all that kind of stuff. you know what I mean? It's like, but this business tycoon, it feels as if like the new person. I don't know who runs the post office now, but it's kind of. It feels as if like they are part of this kind of surprise. We're gonna fight this to the absolute nth degree and taken out. They're trying to. It's almost as if they know that. Um, they look at the, and this feels awful for me to say, but it's like, okay, most of these people are in their 60s. If we drag this out even longer, they won't be around. It'll be less of a payout. It is down to that kind of hideousness. That's what it feels like here. It's, if we keep dragging this out even longer, the actual amount won't be as bad. Do you know what I mean? It won't be as overarching energy is compromised. Underlying energy is the damage is done, most definitely. But it's for me, it's like what? Oh, hello, worldwide came out there. There's some form of money. Like it's maybe it's more than money as well. Because I know that we like we were saying, because the new rules and policies and all that kind of stuff, like more people are being protected. The limitations, 6 years of limitations, legal limitations. So this is all by design. So they've protected all the people, which says itself, in itself, morally and ethically, is just like horrific. You see, sort it out, people, for goodness sake. It's outrageous. It's like, I think this is one of the only things, apart from the blood transfusion people, the victims of that. I think this is one of the only things in this country that we've all got behind and going, will you just sort it out? And no one, oh no, we just wanna support a proxy war. Oh no, we wanna start talking to the EU and building bridges there, and it's like no. Oh, sorry. It's so. I feel so sorry for them. It's just like I couldn't even imagine going through this kind of crap, and they're still being pissed on from a great height. Do you know what I mean? It's just right. Let's go. Right now we've got the base thing. Let's get into the tarot. Let's find out. Okay. There's an offer. Burden. It's not good enough. It's nowhere near good enough. Oh, we can finish this off, but it's, and this is just an example, but it's only like £2.50 each. There you go. Well done. How about that? And it's like, no, you've ruined their lives. You're continuing to ruin their lives. And they're like, no, quite rightly, no. More quick communication. But there is a celebration here. There is some sort of celebration here. There is some sort of I think this celebration here is more about, from this offer, it's almost as if they've shot themselves in the foot. They've kind of, by playing a game, they've this feels like the post office and stuff like that. They've and trying to burden everybody involved. In fact, they've opened up themselves, if you get me. So it's almost like it's almost as if their lawyers done mucked up a little bit, and the individuals involved done mucked up. It's like within this offer, within this kind of open conversation, this communication that's happening here to the victims, it feels like over here, and kind of like Alan Bates and them, that amazing group of people that were there. they've opened themselves up. They're like, this burden is even worse because now it's almost like they've exposed themselves. It's something along those lines. The last card, Page of Pentacles, another offer. But notice I think it's mainly because the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, there's only one of each in the deck, but it feels like there's yet another offer, and it's like, it's never the amount they actually deserve. Do you know what I mean? It's never the amount that they should be getting. It always feels as if, and this is the thing, because it's the government's involved as the shareholder, and it's the postal service and all that kind of stuff. In my mind, and maybe I'm wrong, and please tell me in the comments down below if I am wrong about this, but I would always assume that the government should act in a way that they expect the rest of the community to act. I would have thought. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I would assume they should live to a certain standard, a level that they want all the other kind of Amazon, Uber, all the other kind of organizations, institutions, blah, 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 to act. Instead of this tomfoolery, silliness. We've got King of Cups overarching. Ooh, there's an idea. Hold on, what is that? The Ten of Swords again. Oh, we had 10 of matches, 10 of Swords. King of Cups feels like Alan Bates or someone of that ilk over here, because notice how they're all cups. It's all kind of emotions and kind of heart on sleeve kind of energy and kind of genuine people, and this is all kind of fact and harsh and cold pentacles, and yes, there's some communications here, passionate communications and stuff, but it's burdens. And do you see what I'm saying? It's so I think this is he's definitely had an idea to slap this down. Ace of Wands, underlying energy is light bulb, aha moment, kind of passionate idea. And I think this is why this is from the exposure. They've kind of screwed themselves over that he's able to go, aha. He's kind of put this, what I'm seeing here with the Ten of Swords, he's put this backstabbing, hurtful betrayal behind him, quite literally, with the King of Cups, and now he's in the sunrise at the background. He's in that place where it's like, can see clearly now, the rain has gone. That kind of energy. So that's why he's like, well, here's an idea for you, lads. Here's an idea for you. Here's a compromise. Here is something. What's the advice for because I feel so sorry for them. What's the advice for the former postmasters and mistresses that were involved in this horrific situation? For the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you. What's the advice, please? Just a couple of cards for the advice, please. Stay strong, security, safe, commitment to the people that you love. There's some ideas. There's curiosity, obviously, going on, other things. Emperor, the authority, opportunity. There's like I said, I think the Emperor here, purpose. There is a purpose. There's a bigger kind of thing going on. This Emperor does feel like negotiation type people, but notice how, because I was like looking at the cards, because they're all pretty. Notice how the cock roll is looking kind of in the same direction as the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is looking over. They're the only people, even though they've got this authority going, oh, you need to sign and you need to do this and you need to do that. They've been through this enough times to like go, no, we're committed to our we found security again. This Lover's card feels like commitment to their friends and family and the cause and that kind of feeling, right? Very much kind of into it. They've got that security blanket back, yeah? Page of Need, especially after their names have finally been bloody cleared. Flipping heck. Page of Needles, however, they're curious about this this aha moment. They're, the only people out of this between the emperor, this what is the word? Authoritarianism kind of feeling. It's like a dictatorship-y kind of bully kind of energy, sly bully. But it doesn't. No, in the last couple of readings, the emperor has been coming out as Keir Starmery bloke, kind of, yeah. But this feels like just one of his ilk. It doesn't feel like him. Same cut of the cloth kind of energy. Which says a lot about the judicial system a little bit, if you think about it. Especially when Starmer was in charge of it. Anyway, so the Page of Needles, Page of Swords. The victims here are definitely intrigued. The only person they trust in this whole situation, because he hasn't screwed them up, is Alan Bates, right? They're looking at him. They're looking at his guidance. They're looking at what's this idea that's brewing, So even though this feels like a peer pressure-y kind of, well, you've got to sign, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no. We're not going to be shortchanged. We've been shortchanged all these years. We're not going to be shortchanged again. How dare you? Who do you think you are? Truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. Truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. So it's like they're kind of holding their ground. They're committed to the cause, which is beautiful. No matter how much this peer pressure is coming in from people with expensive suits, it feels like. It's like, oh, well, here's something, a little peasanty thing. They're not taking it. Third wheel, distrust. Yeah, most definitely. Especially notice how this is landed on the Four of Cups. They're not interested in this offer. There's yet another offer. Promise, landing on the Page of Swords here. This commitment, this assurance from, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for the nod from, almost as if it's kind of Godfather, they're looking at them like the Mafia King and see if he gives them the nod, as it were. And they're like, yeah, all right, okay. That's what they're looking for. The Emperor, this is just kind of, for the right here, it feels like it's just all part and parcel of their, they're just going through the loopholes. They're going through the ceremonies. They're just going through the usual. It's like rigmarole to them, but this is meaningful to them. So that's why they just won't get it. The Emperor is just very cold in this. It's very just like, the Emperor just sees it as kind of just like names and numbers on a piece of paper. They're not connecting to the communities and the people affected behind it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just very and justice. Oh, yes. We've got hesitation, overarching energy. This is kind of going back here. A little bit worry about, if we don't, should we blink or not, which is understandable. But Alan's just here, just like, it's all right. We've got through this. We can get through a bit more. And then the imagination is underlying, thinking outside the box a bit, going back to that kind of ace of, can I lift it up and get it? That ace of wands underlying over here. It's this aha thing. Because I feel as if there's some form of kind of the people in the shadows. Someone has communicated something during this kind of one of the later offers, recent offers, to trying to get this sorted. And this burden feels like a new one. This is the bit where I thought I'll get some more cards out. This feels like, oh crap, we've said what? Kind of energy. Like after all these years, it's suddenly like something else. The other shoe has finally dropped. That's what it feels like here. And that's why it's like, why would we take your offer? Because you've just admitted that now. Hold on. If you know what this is, please, like whatever that, has it been in the news? I've missed it, if it has. The gift. I've just cut the date. The gift here, this lovely kind of, these always feel like the hands of God, Spirit, Universe, whatever you want to call them, kind of like this lovely gift of kind of it's coming, it's yumminess, so that you can take care, the support. That's lovely. Oh, this is beautiful. This is kind of this definitely feels as if they they've shot themselves in the foot. Whoever this business tycoon is down here, through kind of some sort of peer pressure or letter or something that has just kind of opened up Pandora's box of something else that is like, what? Wow. That's why they kind of feel safe. They're the four buttons here sometimes is like trying to hold on with what, you don't want to lose anything. But this feels for me more of a comfort blanket. It's like we found our soul again. We found ourself again. We found our community again. We found our kind of place again. It's that kind of energy and the love and affection is blossoming again, which is lovely. So, ooh, this does feel like in the next 6 months or so from now, like a major proper actual offer is going to happen. This feels as if whatever they've exposed themselves, like post office, the legal team over there, or whatever that is, whatever they've exposed by mistake is the final nail in the coffin. It's like, right, come on. And I think within 6 months, whatever Alan and his team over here are brewing is just going to be, that's it. That's it. It's amazing. So if you enjoyed this, we're going to leave this here. If you enjoyed this reading, please thummy and like that'd be amazing. It really does help out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. Same with our knights and dames of Spamalot, whom have been sharing all the videos around on their different social medias and their little kind of groups and things like that. That's a fantastic. Thank you sincerely for doing that. That is beautiful. If you're new here, we've got a village. We're building the greatest good village because it takes a village to support everybody. That is what we're doing, and it's across all different platforms and stuff like that. I did notice that somebody did comment in the last 24 hours, and I haven't replied to it yet, so I apologize. But I'm not naming and shaming, but they did go, what is a Twitch? I am new. Twitch is a streaming platform. It's owned by Amazon, but it's quite bohemian over there, and it was only bought out by Amazon in the last couple of years. And basically, we've been over there doing free tarot readings most Saturdays and Sundays, hanging out, and it's kind of part kind of radio show, part mucking around, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, we also got a Discord server, which we called the Village Hall. Please follow us on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it, because in this day and age, I think we definitely need to have an alternative way of communicating. So if just as the backup bat signal kind of thing, that's over there, and also the website is where you can do personal private readings. And thank you for everybody who's doing that over there. That's gorgeous. Thank you so much indeed. But until next time, where we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.